Why must our only options be to squawk and settle or to never leave the nest? What if I want to fly? Yep, another Bridgerton romance is on the way. Following Kate Sharma and Anthony Bridgerton's epic slow burn romance, fans have been wondering if Benedict Bridgerton's adventure to find love would be put on hold.
Your character is as deficient as your horsemanship. I shall bid you good night.
Stay with us until the end and find out what the future holds for our favorite family. Now let's dive in with a short recap. Even though it feels like it's been ages, the last episode of Season 2 was released in March 2022 and the story ended with Kate and Anthony accepting their strong feelings for one another. The couple happily enjoyed the next chapter in their lives after the older Sharma sister accepted his proposal, which included another iconic game of Pall Mall. Talking to The Wrap in March 2022, Luke Thompson said, "I think the advantage of having a series where you switch the leads like that every season is brilliant because it gives it a whole new breath of fresh air. We've got a whole new family in there. Even just the feel of the show, it goes somewhere different, which is so fun to share." Now, Viscount Anthony Bridgerton intends to find a wife, a woman to marry not for love, but just for practicality, and this is the talk of the town in Season 2. He sets his sights on Charitra Chandran's character, Edwina Sharma, who is everything a young lady of London's higher class should be.
Your play, my lord? Unless you do not wish to dirty those fine boots of yours.
Do not worry about my boots.
But without winning overprotective older sister Kate, you can have Edwina's hand. So her disdain for Anthony turns most inconveniently and imperceptibly into a burning forbidden love. The Featherington family, on the other hand, lives day to day with the secret of their financial ruin, while the mission to unmask Lady Whistledown brings new leads for the Queen, and a detour for Eloise that pushes her even higher from life as a debutante. All of this comes in the colorful Bridgerton package. Everything is sun-kissed by colorists and wardrobe designers, vibrant and warm, and lustrous lens flare deployed freely. Chandran and Ashley bear a heavy burden as both newcomers and leads. They dazzle. She embodies Kate's steely elegance, and Chandran plays the younger Sharma with a never-cloying and convincing blend of sparkling regal disposition and optimism. From the Indian jewelry sets that beautifully complement their colorful Regency gowns to Kate's gasp-worthy braid the first time she meets Anthony, the makeup, costume, and hair departments pull out all the stops for the Sharmas. What we can say about Season 2 is that Bailey and Ashley were hitting that like button. No, really. They were setting rooms on fire with just a look. They're completely incapable of staying away from each other, which is the only way for these two to not ruin their entire lives. They frequently end up secluded in rooms, alone outside, or left at the mercy of their maddening desire.
Perhaps if you'd not been out once again the other morning, we might not have been put in such a difficult situation.
This season tackles its central relationship with more nuance and more maturity, and maybe because the main character has more experience than his younger sister in Season 1. The first 2 seasons follow Julia Quinn's novels in dutiful order, sharing with us the stories The Duke and I and The Viscount Who Loved Me. But then again, talking to Entertainment Tonight, Shonda Rhimes said, "We're not necessarily going in order, but we're gonna be seeing each one of the siblings and their stories." This statement was a surprise, and the fans took this as a direct nod that Benedict won't be up next. But what's to stop the show from going off script? Let's wait and we'll see.
I'm a gentleman, and you're a lady of that scent.
The show shouldn't be completely tied to the books, but we really hope that Benedict won't have to wait his turn again, even though some rumors are saying that the central couple will be Penelope and Colin. Now let's talk about the potential release date. There's no official release date as of yet, but we know that Season 3 is slated to start filming this summer. Yes, it's on its way, and you know what? Season 4 is on its way too. So we'll see plenty more scandals among London's Regency-era elite. As we speak about Lady Danbury, Violet Bridgerton, and Queen Charlotte, there's even a prequel in the making, focusing on their younger years. Esteemed members of the ton, it seems we have a rather special announcement. Bridgerton shall return for Season 3 and 4. This author shall have to pen more ink. Yes, Netflix released the news in their own unique way. In a letter from Lady Whistledown herself, Season 1 was released on Christmas Day 2020, while the second season was on March 25th, 2022. So we can't really predict, unlike other Netflix shows, when the show will be back. The rumors are saying that Season 3 could drop in March 2023. This means that they'll have a year for post-production and filming. We'll let you know when we hear anything. And who'll take part in the Bridgerton Season 3 cast list.
Terribly familiar, yet I am sure this is the first time.
That is because, like all of these paintings, it was done by a man who sees a woman as nothing other than a decorative.
There are a few key players on the field. It all depends if the story will be related to Benedict's relationship or something else. The show just wouldn't be the same without Nicola Coughlan in the role of Penelope Featherington, also known as Lady Whistledown, the clandestine gossip writer. Whistledown's musings will smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell. No, really, in all seriousness now, Whistledown's musings have the voice of Dame Julie Andrews once again. Then the order goes to the central Bridgerton family, the mother Ruth Gemmell as Violet Bridgerton and her 8 children, Luke Thompson as Benedict, Jonathan Bailey as Anthony, Luke Newton as Colin, Claudia Jessie as Eloise, Phoebe Denver as Daphne, Hyacinth, Gregory, and Francesca. There's one change in the cast for Season 3. Francesca Bridgerton this time will be played by Anatomy of a Scandal star Hannah Dodd. It seems like Ruby Stokes gave preference to another Netflix project. We can't be sure if Phoebe will be back for Season 3. Having said that, Jonathan Bailey has an uncertain future as well. Now let's talk about the plot. Francesca's book is like a complete mix of both tortured and steamy. I'm like a massive fan of Bridgerton, so I'm like, bring on the steaminess, but then I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want it for the people who watch it, but to actually do it is quite scary, said Hannah Dodd for Page 6 in June 2022 about preparing for a future season. More and more insiders are claiming that this will be the story of Penelope and Colin. So let's focus on that for a second. Brownell hinted that Colin's story will feature less darkness after toning down the show's steamy scenes in Season 2. I think of Colin and Penn as being characters who bring a lot of comedy to the show, so I think we're gonna get to play a lot of that in this season, said the former Scandal writer in May. We know that Penelope's relationship with her body took the biggest part of the 4th book, but it seems like that won't be the focus of Season 3. Her being a wallflower of the show takes the confidence of the show higher, and this is more than it is about her outward appearance. We all assumed that Season 3 would focus on Benedict's story. According to the book, he'll have a fairy tale love story when he meets a mysterious lady at a ball. While he's trying to find who she really is, the audience is made aware that it's a new staff member hired to work for the family, Sophie Beckett. After Rhimes' famous statement that the show is not tied up to the book, many viewers started to question whether Penelope and Colin's story was next instead. Well, we already differ from the books a little bit because we're an ensemble show. The books really focus on one-on-one romantic pair at a time, and maybe the siblings have a little cameo here and there, but they don't have full stories, said Brownell. Whatever we see in Season 3, we're more than sure that it'll be amazing. We just hope to hear soon that the release date will be this year rather than 2023. But what do you think of these scenarios? Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.